All right, Bertz, we got
What's up?
Fallout 4.
Yep.
We've got Mad Max. Both of them feature wastelands. Let's talk about the wastelands from those games.
I bet you Mad Max is pretty happy that their game's coming out a couple months before Fallout 4 because that's a nuclear blast radius that you probably want to stay out of if you're another game studio. The new interesting hook, well, there's a couple interesting hooks. One is your actor talks.
Yeah, that's weird.
We all love Fallout games, we love Skyrim, we love Elder Scrolls, but the one thing that I'm always like, oh, I wish this was just a little bit better is the narrative. You know, the main stories, there's not a lot of emotional resonance you get from a character where you're just selecting dialogue. You know, you can't inflect tone onto it.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a benefit for both the female and male protagonists. I think they've recorded for 4 years now or something, over 13,000 lines of dialogue, so a piece.
Yeah.
So I think there's some possibility there that the story will get better because the star of the game is the world, you know.
And I'm looking forward to the fact that in this game, you can walk away from a conversation, so you're not just trucking along and some guy goes,
Yep.
hey, I got to tell you all about this exciting thing. Let's just talk for a while. You can go, nope.
And the other thing that's really cool about that open world is we've always had home bases kind of in the Fallout games, but now we're actually going to get like kind of a Minecraft light sort of taking all that junk that you can collect that's in all the desolate subways and abandoned houses and using that to build up a fortress that you can defend from raiders.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of just put your own personal stamp in the world. I think that's going to be pretty compelling for a lot of people.
And Mad Max has a similar kind of home base thing, although there are several of them throughout the world. And you upgrade those by doing quests for the people that live there. You'll get like, hey, now you're going to generate more scrap, which is kind of the currency, or you do something else and you'll have extra ammo refills and everything. So there's a component of that, but it doesn't seem like it'll be personalized in the same way. What I've seen from Mad Max is it is virtually like unrelenting in its tone. Like there's not a lot of comic relief like in the Fallout games, you know what I mean? Like Chum Bucket, the guy who rides in the back, is kind of a silly dude, but it's not like a super funny, jokey game. Like Fallout.
The tone is very different, and the vehicular sections are going to be such a more integral part of Mad Max. You know, we did see teases at Fallout, you know, where there was like the warship that was kind of hovering above that we saw the main character from the vault get into. So it does look like they're going to introduce some vehicle elements to Fallout, but I think there's definitely going to be a different flavor of the gameplay between the two.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's probably a good thing for Mad Max.
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious to like how much overlap there is to begin with, you know, because they are very different games. Because Mad Max is like a real-time punching dudes, stabbing them in the face, harpooning them out of cars and stuff like that. Whereas Fallout, you know, you have VATS to kind of slow down the pace, but you could play it kind of like a shooter. It seems like that's getting a little better. But
yeah, they're using. They met with the id guys to kind of try to amp up the shooting in the game now. So I think that should be interesting to see. Like, does this play like a modern shooter now? Because you know it's always been a little clunky.
Yeah.
And that's why I use VATS primarily in the other game, especially go for the headshot early and then finish them off with some live action rocket launchers.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. Well, God, it's just like the beginning of last gen where there's just a lot of brown.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to deal with it.
I did see blue in the Fallout trailer though.
Oh, you looked up?
Yeah, it looks like they are gonna kind of try to lighten up the pattern.